Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. We are a non-commercial initiative of just two people, and in this Christmas and New Year time, we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we can continue with our work. My name is Artem, and here is the news. For 309 days, Ukraine defends itself against the forces of the Russian invasion. Russia conducted another massive missile strike against Ukraine yesterday morning, reports Interfax Ukraine. Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine Valery Zaluzhny informed that Russia launched 69 air and sea-based cruise missiles at energy infrastructure facilities. Ukraine's air defense destroyed 54 of them. In Kyiv, missiles damaged an industrial enterprise, playground, and several private houses. Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said that 3 people were wounded, including a 14-year-old girl. According to the Energy Minister Herman Halushenko, missile attacks caused some damage to generation and power grids, resulting in difficulties with energy in the west of the country, in the Odessa and Kyiv regions. Lviv Mayor Andriy Sadovy said that 90% of the city was left without power right after the attack. At least 2 people were killed and 1 wounded in the attack in the Kharkiv region. Later in the evening, Deputy Head of the President's Office Kyrylo Tymoshenko said that there were no serious problems with power supply in Kyiv. The capital had enough capacity to supply electricity not only to critical infrastructure, but also to household consumers. At night, Russian forces attacked the Dnipro, Zaporizhia and Kyiv regions of Ukraine with drones, reports Ukrainska Pravda. Ukrainian forces managed to down 17 of them. Prime Minister of Ukraine Denis Shmyhal informed that it has been already the 10th large-scale attack by Russia against country's energy facilities, reports Ukrinform. According to him, the enemy made a high stake on this attack, prepared it for 2 weeks, but the Ukrainian air defense forces demonstrated an incredible level of dexterity and efficiency. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky, in his evening video address, stressed that with each such missile strike, Russia is only driving itself deeper into a dead end. Quote, they have fewer and fewer missiles. Instead, the status of the biggest terrorist in the world will have consequences for Russia and its citizens for a long time. And each missile only confirms that all this must end with a tribunal. And that is exactly that will happen, unquote. The president warned that in the 2 days left in this year, the enemy will try once again to make Ukrainians celebrate the new year in darkness. Zelensky emphasized that no matter what they plan, Ukrainians know one thing about themselves: they will endure. Speaking about the front line, Zelensky informed that the most acute situation is in Bakhmut, Soledar, over the entire line in the Donetsk region. According to him, the enemy has not abandoned the insane idea to capture the Donetsk region, now by the new year. Poltava Mayor Alexander Mamai has been notified of suspicion of disseminating classified information about the deployment of the armed forces of Ukraine, reports Liga.net. According to the Security Service of Ukraine, Mamai shared information that was not publicly available. If suspicion is proven, the mayor faces up to 12 years in prison. Mamai is known for spreading narratives of Russian propaganda before the full-fledged war. The UK Defence Minister Ben Wallace announced that Britain will allocate £2.3 billion to help Ukraine in 2023, reports European Pravda. He stressed that London will make sure Ukrainians have the weapons systems they need and the UK will help them buy them from other countries around the world. Wallace added that the UK recently donated thousands of anti-aircraft missiles so that Ukrainian forces could shoot down drones. If you like what we do and would like to tip us, you can now do so directly to our PayPal. Check out the link in the description to this episode for more details. And as usual, you can subscribe to our Patreon. In gratitude for your help, we will give you access to a series of exclusive episodes on wartime life in Ukraine. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.